Hey, how are you? I'm good, thanks. Halloween is here. That's why I'm kind of trying to. That's why I'm filming in the dark, trying to make it a little bit more scarier. Comment section. Your face is scary enough. If you really wanted to scare us, you should have filmed this video in a well-lit room. You're ugly. Okay, yeah. I knew. We all knew what you meant by your original post. You didn't have to dumb it down by adding the ugly bit. But anyway, Halloween is here. Lollies, candy, annoying kids in costumes, and horror movies. That's pretty much Halloween. Say what you want about the Australian film industry. Like you could criticize it for focusing too much on making art house movies rather than movies that the public actually enjoy. But we do make horror movies really well. Like our horror movies are respected all around the world. They're even like popular in America. Movies like Wolf Creek 1, Wolf Creek 2, The Babadook, Bring Her Back, uh, Lake Belungo, or whatever that movie's called, Late Night with the Devil. Uh, the list goes on. You know, we make really good horror movies, and there's a trend now in horror movies where they take like an existing character and make a horror movie out of it. Like they made a Winnie the Pooh horror movie, which was meant to be terrible. Honey and Blood or something. They made a sequel with Tigger in it. There's a horror movie about Peter Pan, which it's actually meant to be alright, that one. It's like alright or just passable. There's a Popeye horror movie which just sounds completely terrible. I read the plot on Wikipedia. I think it's like Popeye the Slaying Man or something. It's just terrible. Then there's a horror movie based on Steamboat Willie, which is like Mickey Mouse's first cartoon ever. And that cartoon was kind of like a little bit creepy itself. So I don't know, that horror movie, that one might be alright. I might actually watch that on Halloween. But anyway, I was thinking maybe Australia should get on this trend and make horror movies about like already existing famous things. And my first idea for a film would be Bluey, the number one kids cartoon in the world. The cartoon that parents of kids, that's like the one show apparently they can handle. Like, yeah, apparently that's the one cartoon they actually enjoy. But anyway, so Bluey, so much joy in that cartoon. But anyway, it's a horror movie. So in this horror movie, Bluey, she's dumped by her owners. The entire family just dumps her in a box on the side of the road. So she spends the rest of the movie just hunting down the family that dumped her and kills her. It starts killing him. It's one of those horror movies where you kind of like go for the murderer. Kind of like I Spit in Your Grave, I guess. And yeah, and because so Bluey, she's a blue heeler in the cartoon, iconic Australian dog. But because it's a horror movie, I guess you could make her a pit bull or something. And that would explain why she's attacking small children. Small children must taste so good, the pit bulls. They always seem to be attacking them. And at the end of the movie, after like Bluey's wiped out this whole family, it has a happy ending. She gets adopted by another family. But there's all these people who like defending the dog. Is like, it's not the dog's fault. It's the owner's fault. You should criticize the owners because, you know, like dog fans, they just allow dogs, no matter what a dog does, dog fans stick up for that for dogs, you know. Anyway, so that's my idea for Bluey. Idea number 2. Oh, I also forgot the scariest Australian horror movie of all time. My apologies. Happy Feet 2. So terrifying. Anyway, idea for my second horror movie. So when I was a kid, my favorite show was Bananas in Pajamas. Is people dressed up in costumes. Then decades later, like this is when I'm in my 20s, or they late teens, they rebooted the show and they made it computerized, and it was just crap. In a way, that's actually the biggest horror movie. You know, it's like, look what they did to my baby boy. Or whatever Marlon Brando says in The Godfather. That's what they did to my favorite kids show, you know? Banana Pajamas. They made this computerized version, which is actually quite creepy itself. But anyway, I digress. So, Bananas Pajamas, the Bananas and Pajamas, and they're friends of Teddy's, teddy bears. They just call them Teddies. They also have another friend called the Rat in the Hat. And the Rat in the Hat is like a con artist. I don't even know why they're friends with this guy. Every episode involves him screwing him over somehow. Like there's this one episode where the Bananas and Pajamas go on holidays, so they leave their house to go on holidays. And the Rat in the Hat rents their house out to like people when they're gone. Like, who does that? And this is like before Airbnb, so like maybe they predicted something. Like, you know, maybe they came up with the idea of Airbnb for this episode.
I certainly bananas. Anything else? Oh, that's all. For now. See you soon.
Man, he's such a slime ball, that character. Also, in that episode, the Rat in the Hat starts a delivery service where he delivers whatever you want to your house. So that's kind of like Uber Eats. So not only did Bananas Pajamas predict Airbnb, they also predicted Uber Eats. You know, The Simpsons gets all this credit for predicting stuff in their cartoons, but I don't think Bananas Pajamas gets enough for what they predict. But anyway, Rat in the Hat. I reckon Joe Pesci would play a really good Rat in the Hat. What? Do I entertain you? Am I like a rat? A rat on a wheel? That was a really bad Joe Pesci impersonation. But the dialogue is spot on. But anyway, I don't know. It's a horror movie. You don't need much plot. It's him just killing, torturing teenagers, attractive people. I'm thinking maybe because he's a rat, maybe they can make him run through a maze or something. I don't know. Isn't that the plot to that Hugh Grant horror movie, Heretic? Oh, whatever that one is. Anyway, so my third idea for a horror movie is we all know Lindy Chamberlain, the woman whose baby unfortunately got attacked by a dingo, and coined the famous phrase, "The dingo's got my baby." So we in Australia has a TV presenter / actor called Ernie Dingo. It was really big in the 90s. It was on a travel show called The Great Outdoors. It's one of those travel shows where they show you all these places that you never can afford to go, but they act like you can. And they're like, oh, and this place is only $5,000 a night. It's like, yeah, I can't afford that, Ernie. But anyway.
Families, couples, Mark, we got you all covered. And here's the thing, wherever we go tonight, there's no more than 2-3 hours till we have to finish.
So that's Ernie Dingo. You know, he's a cool guy. He always wore that hat. That was like his trademark, I guess. Anyway, so Ernie Dingo, in this horror movie, he goes to some like exotic island or somewhere voodoo like, and he gets bitten by like a bat or something, and he becomes like a zombie who has like a taste for babies. And the movie's just him going around killing and eating babies, and the movie's going to be called Ernie Dingo Ate My Baby. So that's my idea. And my fourth idea, was that 4 films? Yeah, 4. My fourth idea. So this is based on Pearl. You know, the movie where she wants to be that crazy girl, Maya Goth, I think the actress is called. She wants to be an actress, but she's psychotic. She's living in a farm in the middle of nowhere. There's that cool scene where she's dancing with the scarecrow. And then she drops the scarecrow in disgust, and she's like, "I'm married." Love that scene. But anyway, so we have a game show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? A Millionaire Hot Seat is based on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I think America had it, and England had it. England had that big cheating scandal where there was a person coughing the answers in the crowd. You know, like A, 1 cough, B, 2 coughs, C, 3 coughs, D, 4 coughs, that thing. But anyway, so there was like this delusional woman. Delusional, I don't know, that's a bit mean. But anyway, it was like this really cringy moment. I'm just going to play the clip.
Therapist, you're a singer, you're a model, you're a dancer, you're an actress, you're a songwriter. Wow, that's a big business card. Can you sing something for me?
I can.
Well, jeez, there you go.
Oh man, oh, so much cringe. I'm not gonna lie, I've watched that video probably like 20 times over my life, in my lifespan. I reckon she sounds a bit like a pigeon, you know. Ooh, 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 ooh. Uh, people started throwing like bread at her in the crowd. Anyway, she's like this crazy woman who doesn't have any talent but wants to be a star. And whenever like someone rejects her or something, she just kills them, and that's the whole plot to the movie. And the final scene could be like her singing on a stage, and the cops are storming into the theater where she's singing. But the cops let her finish the song, then the cops all clap right before they arrest her or shoot her. I'd say arrest. That way it leaves it open for a sequel. So if they kill her, she could come back as a zombie. But anyway, that'd be my idea for a horror movie. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is a longer video. Sorry for turning the lights on. Comment section. Turn the lights off. You're ugly. Again, we don't need that last bit. We know where you were heading. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Have a good Halloween. Or whatever, when you're watching this. Could even be on Christmas. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Whatever. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please like this video. Please comment. Please subscribe. Let me know your ideas for horror movie characters. Horror movies based on non-horror characters or whatever. Or if you like any of my ideas, you can add on the scenes. And if you're a producer and you're into any of my ideas, I'm willing to write you a script for quite cheap. I'm not delusional. I know that last bit's not going to happen. You know, I'm not that fucking woman. I can write you a script. Why are you making that sound while you're typing a script? You're not even using first draft, final draft. You're typing in Microsoft Paint. Like, why not even just use Microsoft Word? Anyway, thanks for watching, or Microsoft Office, whatever the fuck it's called now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Kieran Don out.